Hey guys, this is Gerald. I'm going to talk to you today about buying a house without qualifying for a loan. Buying a house without qualifying for a loan. And so there's a lot of people out there who have this misconception that you need to have excellent income and excellent credit in order to buy a house. Listen to me. You do not need either to buy a home. You can be homeless and buy a house without money or credit. It is March 2018, and there has been a misconception out there that you need to go the traditional route in acquiring and purchasing a piece of property. And even though that opens up your pool of qualification, you can be homeless and be living in your car, and you can buy, listen to me, you can buy a house, an apartment, or a mobile home. This is what I'm talking about. And you all can take notes on this. What I'm talking about is something called subject to the existing financing. Real estate investors have been using this technique way before I was born. I was born in the 70s. And it's been labeled different things. The way I found out about this concept is something called creative real estate finance. And it revolves around finding a motivated seller. How do you find these motivated sellers? They're everywhere. They could be on Craigslist. You can mail to them. You can find out that they're going through an eviction process and they no longer want the property. There are many sellers or owners who will do a deal with you as long as you make the monthly payment. So this is what I mean. Let me give you an actual scenario. So let's say, for instance, you find a seller that has a house that has a mortgage on it. And let's assume that that mortgage is for $100,000. Let's also assume that the monthly payment on that mortgage is $750. Okay. You can write up a contract stating that you will go ahead and you will pay the monthly mortgage payments when it comes to that property. Some sellers want a down payment. Some do not. Okay. Now, you can apply this concept to real estate or real estate investing, mobile home investing, apartment complex investing, land investing, etc., etc. Now, your level of success is going to be greater if you have a down payment. Okay. Some sellers, let's take that scenario for that $100,000 house. The seller may want 10% down. So they may want $10,000. Some sellers are so motivated that they don't want anything down. Or they may want $1,000 down, kind of like rent. And they will go ahead and allow you to take over that mortgage subject to the existing financing. There are real estate investors that have been using this for 30, 40, 50 years. It works. The whole purpose around it working has to do with one thing: finding a motivated seller. You find a motivated seller and you will find a deal. That goes along with apartment complex investing. This scenario works on land investing. This scenario works on so many different things. It works as long as you work it. Okay. Subject to the existing financing is nothing more than taking over the existing financing payments on that property. Okay. As opposed to the seller making the payments, you're going to be making the payments and keeping the financing in the seller's name. Not moving and touching that mortgage, not doing anything to that mortgage. Okay. Because that mortgage is probably still good for another 25, 30 years or what have you. There's a lot of sellers that be willing to go ahead and do this. Many of you that are going through situations where you're going through bouts of homelessness, but you still have a job, but you can't afford your former house payment or what have you. Many of you that are going through problem situations, please take this technique and utilize it. Subject to the existing financing. Below this video, I'm going to have several resources that you can utilize that will show you how to put this thing together. Okay, you don't have to go without property if you don't want to. This is an excellent way for somebody who is homeless and they have a situation where they want to go ahead and buy an apartment complex, and they find out that if structured correctly, that apartment complex can actually push off a positive cash flow, and you live in one of the units and you rent out the other units to where you're renting out for a positive cash flow, or even you're renting out to where you're not even paying rent or a mortgage. There's so many creative ways to do and understand subject to the existing financing. It's just another aspect of creative real estate finance. It works. It works best when you're dealing with motivated sellers, okay? This is Gerald with another tip. Hey, if you all found value in this video, please click the like button. Also, check out the links below. I'm going to have some resources where you all can go ahead and check this out, okay? All right, this is Gerald. Have a good day.